The hard thing for these crews today is going to be getting off this beach. There's a pretty solid swell rolling through there, so we're really briefing the crews on how to get out. The problem we have is that these surf boats aren't rigged as they would standardly be rigged with a bench seat. They're rigged with a riverboat rolling seat, which means that the seat is moving up and down all the time on tracks, and it becomes quite dangerous for them when they're in the surf conditions. So that's the hardest thing they've got to contend with, and they can't get enough power off those siding seats through the surf break. But if we can get them out the back today with this following trailing wind, we'll have a very, very fast race.
A little bit of carnage. A couple of boats went over. We had, I think, 3 boats that rolled, broke a couple of sweep oars, cracked a couple of heads, but they all got back in and rode again. And eventually, when we got all the boats out, it was good. It was just difficult getting them out because it really stretched my IRBs to the limit. The IRBs, I needed them in the white water. When the rumour went over, we had 3 IRBs working to get those people out of the water. We lost 2 IRBs, they just didn't make the trip. And as you start to lose your rescue equipment, it becomes much more difficult.
Boys went out, got a bit of a back shoot, the oar digs into the sand, and the whole weight of the boat pushing on it can just snap them like a toothpick. They're about $800–900, sometimes $1,000 to replace, so that was almost brand new when we brought it down. And it's no good to us now. Well, it shows you've got to be on your toes. I was a bit surprised when the boys went over, actually. I thought they wouldn't have any dramas getting out. So, but if we break another one, we're going to be in trouble. So for the next few days. We've only brought 2 down. The next one's a carbon fibre one, so if we break that, we're in a lot of trouble.
Tell them if they come down any further than 2/3 of the way down, to turn around and come back. Don't try and get out on the southern end.
Please stay north. Please stay north. If you end up with the ship going south, come back.
There were some serious waves which tested crews in the boats and the ski paddlers. What we saw was a number of crews get knocked over and bashed about, but with tremendous determination they got back in and got out to sea. Thankfully everybody made it safely out to the start, and then we saw a tremendous race here today into the beach at Bermagui, where there's a great crowd. It's a great day, just a fantastic race, a fantastic event. For Navy, the synergies between what George Bass did and what this race is about, I think are quite marked. I mean, George Bass 210 years ago came down this coast in a boat very similar to a modern day surf boat. He had a crew of 6 in those days. He explored this coast all the way down to Western Port Bay near Melbourne and back again. It was at this time of the year, and he was a naval officer, so there is that synergy. The obvious synergy between what this race is about sea travel over long distances. Well, Navy is all about the sea and the ocean as well. And of course the most important thing of all we should never forget is the fact that George Bass, we know, was a tremendous person in pulling a team of people together to be able to work effectively. That's what the Navy also is all about. That's why our motto at the moment is the team works, and we see the team works, it's what the Navy does, and the team works here too.
I can tell you now that all the crews wouldn't swap it today to come out through that break, because we just want to be out in the ocean. Today when we were out there, some of the racing was just fantastic, and of course chasing the northeast runners and swell, it's what we train for, and it's what we want to do.
It was a good row out there today. It was a good row. It was really nice chasing the swells in from the point there. So yeah, nice big following winds. Always. Yeah, I think we were finished about 2 minutes behind Woolamai.
Yeah, it was a bit wild at the start, mate. We broke an oar and had a crash. Yeah, that's all right.
And you think that your courage will sort of inspire others? Like, it's a good effort. You've been hit in the head and you've come out anyway injured and rode 24 quays.
Yeah, that's the way it is, mate. It's the way it happens. That's what we do.
You just do what you got to do.
Yep.